So let me first and foremost thank the organizers for bringing us all together here, but also welcoming guests from other countries, other cities around the world to Pristina, the capital of the Republic of Kosovo, a country that unfortunately for many, many years was not allowed to develop its legal system because we were a country under oppression, but thankfully in the past 17 years especially, we've been really working hard to build a legal system that meets some of the best international standards. It's a true pleasure to join you for this important conversation on a subject that has been at the very heart of both my academic as well as professional journey. And although one might think that we do not meet these kind of topics very often in politics, actually we do. As a 5-time member of parliament, there was just too many occasions when I had to work on pieces of legislation that dealt with either international sale of goods or just international law in general or ADR. So having an academic background in this area truly helps also in terms of policy. Now, before taking office as President of the Republic, I spent over a decade teaching courses related to international trade law, international arbitration, and international public law at the University of Pristina and elsewhere in the world. I chose this field because I believed back then, as I do today, that international law is one of the most powerful tools to build peace, to enable development, and to ensure justice across borders. Today, although I serve in a much different role from that of academia, my conviction remains unchanged. In a time of shifting global dynamics, a clear understanding of legal frameworks is essential. It helps us protect the interest of our citizens. It helps us to open new doors of cooperation because you can understand others better. And it also helps us make informed decisions for the future of our economies. That is why I continue to deeply believe in arbitration as a powerful tool that is more than just a method of dispute resolution. Arbitration, I believe, is a signal for businesses, first and foremost, that fairness is possible in trade. It is a tool that upholds legal certainty, which is crucial for either local businesses or for FDI, foreign direct investors. And it is a bridge of trust between investors on one side and institutions of a country in the other side. In Kosovo and across our region, legal certainty is not a privilege. It's something that we fought for a very, very long time. And as we have learned, it's a precondition for progress. It's a precondition for economic development. It is the cornerstone of our efforts to strengthen our economies, to attract sustainable development, and to deepen our integration into global markets. Investment arbitration has rightly received significant attention. It does protect investors and reinforces trust in the institutions. But we must also recognize the immense value of commercial arbitration, something that has developed throughout the years, a long time ago in other countries, only I would say in the past 2 decades in our country, because it does revolve the vast majority of international business disputes and keeps the wheels of trade turning every single day, which is so crucial for our economies and for the relations between countries. That is why I'm so encouraged that today's event places the focus on both investment arbitration as well as commercial arbitration, because only by advancing both investment and commercial arbitration can we create a balanced, rules-based economic environment that works for everyone. In every international visit I have made across the world, investment is always a central topic, as you might imagine. Kosovo is absolutely ready for investment, not just because of the excellent legal framework that it has developed, but also because of the incentives that it offers to investors and the legal certainty that it has built throughout the years, as I mentioned earlier. What we offer is not just an opportunity, but it's also a deep commitment to the rule of law. This is the kind of environment we are building every day. And with young professionals like the many who are in this room and the many that you will meet throughout these days, we have managed to show true commitment and professionalism as well as knowledge. Knowledge about what arbitration is, knowledge about some of the highest standards of international business law, international trade law, knowledge that really keeps businesses trust, whether from Kosovo or abroad, trust their plans and ideas into investing in Kosovo. So the kind of environment we are building is one where investment is not only welcomed, but truly valued, and where trust is earned not just through promises, but through consistent action. And oftentimes this is also built by good laws that are implemented in practice. Now, of course, I don't want to paint a rosy picture that everything is perfect. As some of you might also come from our region, we know that there are a lot of challenges, but there is strong political will to successfully deal with each and every one of them. I firmly believe that we must continue to empower the private sector, because growth is driven by the creativity of entrepreneurs, by the innovation of a free and competitive market. And our role is to continue to ensure that the rules are fair, that institutions are strong, and that the path is clear so that those who also take risks in the positive sense and those who create value can also thrive. So Kosovo's economic vision is one where enterprise is encouraged, not constrained, and where success is celebrated and not penalized. Again, not to paint a picture where everything is perfect, but at least this is the vision of the institution that I represent, the Office of the President of Kosovo. And that's precisely why I also want to speak a little bit about our biggest potential. Kosovo may be young in its years of statehood, but it also carries the strength of a people who have overcome the toughest of days for hundreds and hundreds of years with an unmatched determination and resilience. The strength of this country lies precisely in its people, especially in its youth. Our brilliant young women and men are not waiting for the world to see them. They are already showing the world what they can do. And again, to say how immensely proud I am of the successes that each and every one of you, and especially the young teams of our Vismuris have been achieving every single year, truly showing the world their potential, and showing that they were not constrained by the limits that were put in the current situation in Kosovo, but they really went above and beyond and achieved successes that became historic. Most importantly, our youth is our biggest competitive advantage compared to other countries. They're multilingual, tech-savvy, digitally skilled, entrepreneurial, and globally minded. Whether building startups, thriving in the tech sector, or leading with ideas on global stages, or just being excellent in arbitration or international law, they are leading with ideas on global stages and are not only keeping the pace with the world. They are helping set new standards, and their drive, curiosity, and resilience continue to be a guiding light in our efforts to build institutions and match their ambition in a country that lives up to their potential. Speaking about our brilliant youth, as I said earlier, I've had the honor to coach Kosovo's team for the Vismut for many, many years, more than a decade. And it was never just a competition for us. It was a statement. It was a declaration to the world of what the potential of our young people, of our students from a newly independent country is. It was a statement that our young people can meet and overcome, in many cases, the global standards, and do that with confidence and skill. Today, that legacy continues. They have achieved, as I said, historic milestones, and in this way, these teams, but many, many others, are building a culture of excellence, of legal reasoning, and of international engagement, which is crucial in this area of law. Most importantly, they have built the belief in themselves, which is extremely important, especially in our profession, and you can use it in politics as well, if you ever get interested in that, that really inspire young minds to lead with integrity and vision. Our region can and should become a center, a hub for international arbitration. We have the talent, we have the energy, we have the need, we have the ambition, and what we have to do now is transform this potential into a lasting infrastructure, deeper regional cooperation, and a legal culture that enables the long-term economic goal, and not just the kind that sometimes you're used to seeing, which is about surviving from one year to another. Our region, I believe, has that potential, which is why I'm so grateful that you chose Kosovo for this conference. I want to thank the ICC for bringing everyone together and for promoting a vision of arbitration that is inclusive, forward-looking, and grounded in shared values and principles. I do hope that today's discussion will strengthen our shared resolve to build a region that not only participates in the world of arbitration, but leads it with confidence and credibility. Once again, I wish you the best of luck during the conference, but also beyond, hoping that this is just one of the many great international engagements that will take place in Pristina. Congratulations.